Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about training camp battles. And so, we're going to be talking about who's going to be the second unit, the starting unit, who's going to be in and out the rotation, who's going to be, pretty much competing and fighting to play this year. Now, before we do start today's video, if you guys enjoy Miami Heat content, we do upload every single day. Our goal this year is to upload for 365 days, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all, love y'all. Continue to keep liking, sharing, subscribing, and let's get back in today's video. So let's start off with the point guard rotation, all right? So obviously we got Davion Mitchell, we got Drew Smith, we got Rozier, and we got KJ. Now, Davion Mitchell is a lock starter, come off the bench, it doesn't matter. He's a locked. The big question is going to be with Rozier, Drew Smith, and KJ. Now, personally, in my opinion, if Terry Rozier is still on this roster, and nothing happens, he doesn't get bought out, he doesn't get traded, I do think KJ is going to be the one that's going to be pushed out the rotation. I think the three guards that they're going to be rolling with is Mitchell, Drew Smith, and Rozier. Now, I know a lot of people are not the biggest fans of Drew Smith, but at the end of the day, they signed him to a contract, not a contract extension, but they signed him to a contract. They clearly want him on the roster. They clearly seen something. And I will say, Drew Smith played pretty well before he got injured. And so I do think this is what's going to happen. I don't think none of these guards start, but Mitchell's obviously going to play a lot more. Rozier is going to play in the beginning of the season. They're going to give the vet the minutes. And then obviously Drew Smith is going to be sprinkled in there. Not going to get as much minutes, probably like 14 to 15 minutes a game. But then probably later in the season, if Rozier struggles, they're probably going to give KJ the opportunity to see what he can bring to the table. Now, when you go to the shooting guard position, obviously you got Tyler Hero locked. He's going to be our starter, our main guy. Now, Paleo Larson should definitely be a lock in this rotation. But I don't want to say that, indefinitely, because just because what he's doing in the Eurobasketball League doesn't translate to the NBA. I do think he's a good player. I do have high praise for him. I think he's going to be a great player for this Miami Heat in the future, for sure. But if he continues like he was playing the first stretch before he got injured, he'll be a lock. If he plays like he was playing after he got injured, he's not going to be a lock because, as you see, Spo didn't really play him down the stretch as much. Same with Simone. Obviously, Simone came off that Duncan Robinson trade, and he's been playing some really good basketball in Eurobasket League too. But that doesn't mean it's going to translate into the NBA. And so you got some competition here because you're probably going to be, the Larsons, the Simones, and Jaime. Like, Jaime is going to be competing. Like, this is a really big year for Jaime. He needs to play well. If he doesn't play well, this is probably going to be his last with the Miami Heat. I know he had a good rookie year. Second year was bad. This third year, it can't be bad. It just can't. He needs to perform. And Simone's going to be trying his best. Larson's going to be trying his best to crack their rotation and play and, help this Miami Heat team out. Norman Powell's a lock. Not too worried about that. And then Wiggins. I would say Wiggins is a lock, but then again, down the stretch, they benched him. And I say he's a lock as a starter. He's going to be playing, but they benched him down the stretch during the playoffs. We've seen that. I don't think that will happen again, but just got to throw that out there for sure. Now, then you got Jovic, you got Kashad Johnson. Kashad Johnson this year is going to want to play. He's going to want to crack that rotation. So Kashad Johnson, Larson, Simone, Jaime, Jovic, those are the players that are going to want to play this year. And training camp, where it matters. Preseason, that's where it matters. If Coach Spo trusts you, you'll be fine. If he doesn't trust you and you're not a good defender or hustling, you will not be playing out there. So we got to watch these camp battles for sure. I think Kashad Johnson is going to come out with a vengeance. I really do. He could be one of those sleeper players that no one's really talking about this offseason, but he's putting that work in and he's going to have a good training camp. You're hoping, right? Good competition. You want people to get pushed. You want people to be like, oh, Jaime's just not part of the rotation right now because Simone's playing well. Kashad Johnson's playing well. Jovic is playing well. And then talking about Jovic, obviously this is a really big year for him. He needs to play well, and if it doesn't, I don't know what the future holds for him. And then the center position is not really nothing big. Obviously, we got Adebayo and Ware, depending if they want to start together or if Ware's going to be our backup. And then you got Vlad Golden, right? I don't think he's going to play as much people think he is. I just really don't. Maybe if there's an injury that does happen, he plays. But I don't see Coach Spo just be like, okay, he's our backup big. He's going to play. So, once again, let me know in the comment sections, what do you guys think? What battles are you looking forward to to competing? What player do you want playing in the rotation? Hopefully, you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, continue to keep liking, sharing, subscribing, and I'm out.